Hi guys, let us continue our revision of company audit. This is part 3 and we are starting with question number 12, which is removal of the auditor. So auditor's removal, you can understand it in two parts. This is appointment of auditor. Now this is his tenure. Okay, what is the tenure? Already they said in case of first auditor it is from the date of appointment till first AGM. If it is subsequent auditor, from the date of AGM till the 6th consecutive AGM. Okay. So, if here you are removing auditor, this is called before expiry of tenure. If here you are removing, it is called on expiry of tenure. On expiry of tenure, if you are removing the auditor, it is quite a natural thing, no? His 5 years is over, or as the case may be 10 years is over, so you have to remove him, need to appoint another auditor. But if removal is happening here, that means board of directors are not happy with the auditors. Otherwise, shareholder sitting at home, how will he know to remove auditor? Simple, no? I am a shareholder in Reliance Industries. How the Reliance Industries auditor is performing the audit, how would I know? Board of directors will know. So for this removal of auditor, first there should be a board resolution. First there should be a board resolution. Then if it is before the expiry of term, second step is central government prior written approval. There is something called ADT2. ADT1, appointment of auditor. ADT2, removal of auditor. ADT3, resignation of auditor. Okay. So, central government prior written approval is to be obtained by the company. Then three, special resolution in EGM, or it may be possible in AGM also. Central government permission in, normally it will be EGM. Okay, within 60 days. So here within 60 days from the central government permission, you need to convene general meeting of shareholders, members, and then you need to pass a special resolution, and then auditor is out. But first and foremost, company shall receive a special notice from a member. Now listen, if I am Mukesh Ambani, am I one of the board of directors? Yes. Am I the shareholder also? Obviously yes. So in the capacity of a shareholder, can I give special notice? The answer is yes. So many people do not understand the difference between notice and special notice, ordinary resolution and special resolution. Simple. Notice means company is serving to member. Special notice means member is serving to company. That's all. Notice means company is serving to member. Special notice means member is serving to company. Now, a member has served a special notice to the company, and the company immediately has to circulate that to the retiring auditor proposed to be removed. So one auditor is there, you want to remove him, no? First send a communication to him and all members. This retiring auditor will have two rights. First right is right of making a written representation and speaking in meeting. Oral representation. They are his legal rights. Why? Because there is a saying, there is a general principle which is known as an opportunity of being heard shall be given. It is called principles of natural justice. If I am putting some allegation on you, I should give a chance to you to speak. So I want to remove you from the auditor seat of my company. I should listen to you. So the auditor can make a written representation and he will send this written representation back to company, and the company shall circulate it again to all the members. Pavan sir, what if the auditor made a written representation, but it is too late? Day after tomorrow is the AGM. Day after tomorrow is the shareholders meeting. So if I take a printout of this auditor's written representation and if I put it in post, time is not enough that it will reach the member before the meeting. Nowadays emails are there, but all these provisions are written, without considering emails maybe. So the company shall circulate this written representation to all the members. But if it is received too late, then company will not circulate it to members. But in that case, company has to submit it to ROC and company will read this out in the meeting. Company secretary in the meeting will say, the retiring auditor has made a written representation, but unfortunately we received the day before yesterday only. We do not have enough time to circulate it to members, so we are reading it out. Dear members, please listen carefully. This is the result. This is the written representation. Sometimes what happens, in the opinion of company, the written representation exceeded reasonable length. That means auditor is trying to influence the shareholders by writing some nonsense, unprofessional or unnecessary things he is writing, that this and all. Then the matter will be taken to NCLT. NCLT will decide whether the written representation is to be circulated to shareholders or not. Okay, now special notice is over. That circulation to retiring auditor is over. Circulation to members is over. Auditor has given written representation. That is also given to shareholders. Then shareholders came for the meeting. In that meeting, they passed a special resolution. Before passing special resolution, auditor has a right to speak. After considering all these things, shareholders passed a special resolution. Auditor is removed. That is all. That is the procedure given here. So you understand this. So they have given before the expiry of term and they have given on or after. After means actually on expiry of term. That's all. On expiry of term, special notice required for a resolution. Before the expiry of term, the story starts with board resolution. Before the expiry of term, the story starts with board resolution. If it is on expiry of term, it starts with special resolution. That's all. So this is about removal of the auditor. So read this once. So let us continue the class with branch audit, provisions relating to branch audit. For a second, think like this. There is a company having, 100 offices in India. Possible? Company like, entity like State Bank of India has 20,000 branches. After, that merger of subsidiary banks of SBI, like State Bank of Hyderabad, State Bank of Mysore, State Bank of Travancore, State Bank of Bikaner, all these are merged with State Bank of India. After that, they have around 20,000 branches. So how to conduct audit of the 20,000 branches? Can the statutory auditors of the bank conduct audit of the branches also? Impossible. So what they do is, in this category of organizations, even if you take companies also, like NTPC, ONGC, where I have, I was one of the team members of audit, even they have 20-30 branches in India. All the branches cannot be audited by company auditor. So practically what happens, if there is a branch, the branch audit can be conducted by company auditor. That means you have appointed one company auditor as per 139, no? That auditor can do branch audit, or any other auditor who is eligible to be appointed as per 141. That means same qualification. He must be a chartered accountant in practice, it should be a firm of chartered accountants where majority of the partners are chartered accountants in practice, or it should be an LLP registered in India. Or, this is interesting, a person who is duly qualified as per law of land, if it is a foreign branch. So I have a branch in Dubai, I have a branch in New York, I have a branch in California, I have a branch in Ireland. So who will conduct audit of that particular branch? Will our company auditor go from here? Difficult. Then if in that particular country, for example, if it is US, CPAs are there, members of AICPA, American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. So if in that particular country, as per the law of that land, if this guy can perform audit of that country local companies, he is competent to conduct audit of my branch situated in that country also. It is as natural as if American company has a branch in India, Pavan as a local chartered accountant can conduct audit, no? Simple. So the branch audit can be performed by the company auditor himself, or branch audit can be performed by another duly qualified chartered accountant as per section 141, or branch audit can be conducted by a person who is competent to conduct audit of companies as per that local law in case of foreign branch. That third point is only in case of foreign branch. When I am doing branch audit also, no problem at all. When I am company auditor, I am doing company audit and branch audit. No problem at all. But what if this is 1, this is 2, this is 3? So what is my position if the branch audit is done by either 2 or 3? Then my dear friend, welcome to 600 using the work of other auditor. Can I rely on the work done by Mr. 2? Can I rely on the work done by Mr. 3? Now remember the difference between statutory auditor and internal auditor. To use the work of internal auditor, 610 told you statutory auditor has to evaluate internal audit. You have to evaluate internal auditor, you have to evaluate internal audit department, you have to evaluate the work performed by internal auditor. You will verify the objective of the audit, scope of the audit, letter of engagement, or whatever the scope defined by the audit committee or those charged with governance or the management or the board of directors. What are the limitations placed on the internal auditor, internal audit manual, internal auditor findings, all these things you will verify. But welcome to 600, Ka need not evaluate Ba. Company auditor need not evaluate branch auditor. Why? Because branch auditor, for all the practical purposes, is as competent and qualified as you. If you are a chartered accountant, he is also a chartered accountant. But Pavan sir, I am big auditor. Ha Baba, you are big auditor, so you will have some rights. We'll give you some rights. But that doesn't mean you can evaluate the work performed by branch auditor, or rather you need not evaluate the work of branch auditor. If you have to evaluate, think of State Bank of India. How can they evaluate work of 20,000 branch audits? Not possible. So branch auditor is also a competent person. He also follows professional ethics. He also follows standards in auditing. He also follows the proper audit procedures. He also plans and performs the audit effectively. So you don't break your head in checking whether branch auditor is doing audit with quality or not. You need not. But 600 has given certain procedure. This procedure is for coordination. This procedure is for coordination, so that there will be no gap between the understanding, communication gap or understanding gap. So simple. I was appointed as branch auditor of one of the branches of Andhra Bank long time back. Then what happens, the central statutory auditors and the accounts department of Andhra Bank, they will write to all the branch auditors. There were, I think, approx 270 branch auditors. All these 270 branch auditors will come to the corporate office and they will attend a meeting. This is called planning meeting. So there will be a big hall. On the dais, 5-6 seats will be there. One director of finance, one general manager of finance, one chief general manager, and 2-3 representative of statutory auditors, senior partner of the central statutory auditor. All these people will sit on the dais. Company secretary will sit on the dais. 270 small kutti fellows, small auditors will sit in the auditorium as audience. Then they will speak about the timelines of the audit. They will give you a handout, papers they will give you about the accounting policies to be followed, about the scope of the audit, about the proposed usage of the branch auditor's report in the statutory auditor's report. All these things they will explain. That means you are big auditor, I am small branch auditor. You are calling me and saying, Pavan, you are as competent as me. You are branch auditor, I am company auditor. I will not involve much in your work, but I will have the right to visit the branch. I will have the right to do any audit in the branch. This is point number 1. This law has given to me. As a professional colleague, give a shake hand. Welcome to the board of auditors. Please remember to give your audit report before this date, because we have to collect all the branch audit reports, go through the audit findings, then we will have to prepare our company audit report. Point number 1. Point number 2, after your branch audit report, if I need some other information, I will ask you, or if I have to go there, I will have to go. So some time should be there. So please complete the audit by so and so date. That can be told by central statutory auditor. 2, these audit procedures are to be applied. These audit policies are to be verified. These accounting policies are to be verified. That you can tell them. Uniformity, that you can tell them. And also you can ask them, I need information relating to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. So I request you give, your information, give the information required in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bullet points. This is what statutory auditor has to do. When as a statutory company auditor, you receive the branch audit report. How will you deal with the findings of the branch audit report in your company audit report is your discretion. You may take some important points and put it in your company audit report, or you may feel at branch level that is a material item. So auditor highlighted that at company level it is not material. I will drop the audit finding. It is up to you. But do you remember, in duties of the auditor, when you are reporting, you will have to mention whether the books of account are maintained at branch also, whether branch audit is performed by any other person, and whether proper returns are received by the branch by the head office from the branch, and whether branch auditor report is received by company auditor, and the manner in which the branch audit report is dealt with in the company audit report by the central statutory auditor. All these things you will give in the audit report. That is all. And also in other matter paragraph, oh my god, other matter paragraph, you can mention, for the better understanding of the user of the audit report, you can mention that the company has 38 branches, out of which 5 branches are verified by company auditors themselves, and for the remaining 33 units, other auditors are appointed. And as the statutory auditors of the company, we have complied with Standard on Auditing 600 requirements. This is to be mentioned in other matter paragraph of audit report. Other matter paragraph. So EOM, OM. EOM is emphasis on matter paragraph. OM is other matter paragraph. Remember one basic difference. Emphasis on matter means there is an accounting issue which is already incorporated in the financial statements. And the manner in which the accounting and disclosure is done is correct. The auditor has no qualification on it. The auditor doesn't want to modify it, but auditor wants to highlight one accounting matter. He will put it in emphasis on matter paragraph. Emphasis on matter is for accounting issue which is already included in financial statement, and auditor does not want to modify the report. Auditor just want to emphasize the red light, one blinking light. So I am telling the shareholder, hey shareholder, read this properly, that's all. Other matter paragraph is for users understanding of the audit process, that is accounting, this is understanding the audit. So other matter paragraph content, there is no chance that it will be in financial statement. In emphasis on matter paragraph, auditor writes like this: in notes to accounts, point number 17, capitalization of development expenses, we would like to bring to your notice blah 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 blah. This is emphasis on matter. Reference to financial statements is given. Other matter paragraph, you cannot tell that. Other matter paragraph, you cannot tell that. 3 examples I'll give you. Example 1, I am conducting audit of X Limited this year. Previous year, one Mr. John Doe has performed the audit. One Mr. Tom, Dick and Harry performed the audit. I will mention in other matter paragraph that there is a predecessor auditor. Previous year audit was performed by one Mr. Tom, Dick and Harry. He has given one audit report for that particular period that you can see in the company's website, and the audit report is a clean report dated so and so. Only for your understanding, nothing related to accounting, no modification, just giving information for you to understand the audit better. Example 1. Example 2. Example 2. I am appointed as auditor of Infosys. I am appointed as auditor of Infosys. Infosys prepared 3 sets of financial statements. Pavan sir, is it not fraud? No. Infosys prepared 3 sets of financial statements on same balance sheet day. One financial statements as per accounting standards applicable in India, one as per international financial reporting standard applicable in UK and Europe, one with US GAAP, because Infosys is a registered company listed here. Infosys is listed in US also, Infosys is listed in UK also. So based on law, they have to submit to US Stock Exchange financial statements in dollars with US GAAP. But obviously transactions are same, but financial statements are different. So I will mention that Infosys prepared 3 sets of financial statements. In that, I have conducted audit of only Ind AS compliant financial statements. US GAAP financial statements, some other auditor is there. Then third example, branch. I have conducted audit of X Limited with its 5 branches out of 38. Remaining 33 other auditors. This is other matter paragraph. You understand? So now we'll go to the procedures. Eligibility, I told you, it can be CA, it can be BA, it can be CPA. Okay. 2. As per section 128, the books of account are to be maintained at each branch also. Okay. Then the company shall send, the branch shall send extracts of books to the company at least quarterly. If you are sending monthly, very good. But sir, full year details I will send once. No. At least quarterly you have to send. These are called returns from the branch. Returns from the branch, these are called. Then duties of the branch auditor: to prepare report on the accounts of the branch examined by him and send it to the company auditor. Branch auditor will give his report to whom? A. Shareholders. B. Board of directors. C. Audit committee. D. Company auditor. What is the correct answer? Shareholders. Branch auditor will give report to company auditor, who shall deal with it in his report in such manner as he considers necessary. Reporting of fraud by company auditor 143.12. Oh my god, sorry, how you remember sections? Sorry, idiot, you also have to remember, okay? You also have to remember. Okay, so 143.12, reporting on the fraud is there, no? That is applicable. That is applicable to branch auditors also. 143.12 is applicable to cost auditors and company secretaries also. That is what they are saying. Using the work of another auditor. I told you the whole process. So read this ABCD. Advise the branch auditor of the use that is to be made of the other branch auditor's work and report. Make sufficient arrangements for coordination at the planning stage. That is what I told you. 3. Advise the other auditor of significant accounting, auditing and reporting requirements. Discuss with the other auditor the audit procedures applied. Visit the other auditor. All these things you can do. Congratulations, branch audit is over. The last question is cost audit. Whether maintenance of cost records is required for every company? The answer is no. Imagine there is a company like ICICI Limited. ICICI Limited. That means it is a company. Imagine if I start a consulting firm, Pavan Kumar Consulting Private Limited. What cost records Pavan will maintain? What cost records ICICI Bank will maintain? What cost records a software company will maintain? So basically cost audit, cost accounting is, more significant in manufacturing sector, construction sector, production. Okay, so in these industries, cost accounts have to be maintained. That is the reason central government has clearly communicated these are the companies, these are the industries where cost accounts are to be maintained mandatorily. These are the companies which should subject their books of account for cost audit. So when you have to maintain cost accounts, central government will tell you. When you should appoint cost auditor, is it necessary or no? Central government will tell you. You understand? When central government asks you to maintain cost records for material consumption, labor consumption, expenses, which is nothing but elements of cost as per your cost sheet, then your matter starts for maintenance of books. Then if the central government also say appoint cost auditor under section 148, then the board of directors with the advice of audit committee will appoint the cost auditor. So who will appoint cost auditor? Board of directors. Okay, so look here. Cost auditor appointment, look here. So many students will do a mistake here. Board, appointment of cost auditor. Board will appoint. If this question is asked, who appoints the cost auditor of a company? A, shareholders, members. B, C and AG. C, board of directors. D, central government. Many students will put members, which is wrong. Members appoint financial auditors. Cost auditors are appointed by board. You understand? Who will fix the remuneration? Normally, board will fix the remuneration. Okay, or audit committee will recommend the remuneration and board of directors will finalize the remuneration. Who can conduct cost audit? Cost auditor shall be a cost accountant in practice. Shall be a cost accountant in practice. Pavan sir, if there is a person who is a chartered accountant and also a cost accountant, if he is already working as company auditor, can he do the cost audit? Will there be people with double, triple qualifications? The answer is yes. Imagine I am a CA, I am a CW also. Why imagine? It is the reality. I am a CW also. If I am conducting audit of X Limited board told me, Pavan sir, cost auditor is to be appointed in our company. Central government has directed us to appoint cost auditor. You are a CW also. Why can't you accept the audit of our company? No, it is a disqualification. If I am working as statutory auditor of a company, even though in my firm of chartered accountants, there are cost auditors, X-end company chartered accountants firm, they have cost auditors. Still, X-end company cannot be appointed as cost auditor of your company because they are already company auditors. Because they are already company auditors. You understand? Second thing is, cost audit. While you are performing cost audit, you shall comply with cost auditing standards issued by ICWI board. Now, unfortunately, they are also ICI only. Previously, they were ICWAI. After that, they changed it to ICMAI. After that, now they change it to ICAI, Institute of Cost Accountants of India. And do you know one funny thing is, there is a case going on in the Supreme Court about this, and they are saying cost accountancy body represented in the court, and they are saying ask ICAI to change their name to Institute of Financial Accountants of India. We will be Institute of Cost Accountants of India. I am like, seriously, are you kidding? Come on, dude. I am both CA and CW, okay? Having said that, you cannot ask ICAI to change their name now. Actually, Cost Accountancy Institute putting the name ICAI is not allowed, because ICAI is used 70 years by them. No, 70 years they have been using it. Chalo, anyway, let us not go into the details. CWA Institute has issued cost accounting standards and cost auditing standards. Cost accounting standards are to be complied with while developing cost accounts by the company. Cost auditing standards must be applied by the cost auditor while performing the cost audit. You understand? So, appointment of the cost auditor. Board will appoint. Remuneration as recommended by audit committee will be approved by the board of directors. And this will be subsequently ratified by the shareholders. So, audit committee will recommend remuneration of cost auditor. Board of director will approve. Shareholder in the meeting will ratify, accept. You understand? Qualifications, disqualifications, rights, duties, obligations. Similar to company auditor. So many duties, qualifications, disqualifications, all of them are similar to company auditor. Okay, so to whom cost audit report will be given? Very important. It can be asked in MCQ. Audit report will be submitted to A, members of the company. B, board of directors. C, central government. 4, C and H, board of directors. Cost auditor will be appointed by the board of directors. Look here, cost audit report will be submitted to the board of directors. Cost audit report normally is not available to shareholders because it will have so many, secrets of the production. It will have so much of the detail about the production process. How can you publish that like a public document? That will be given only to, board of directors. If they want, they can put extract of that in the annual report, or sometimes central government may direct the board of directors to publish the cost audit report or parts of cost audit report in the annual report. Then it will come into annual report. But otherwise, cost audit report is not available to members. That is available to board of directors. Submission of cost audit report. Submission of cost audit report. Look here, company shall, within 30 days from the date of receipt of copy of cost audit report. Usually cost audit report will be given within 180 days from the date of commencement of the year. And cost audit report will go to board of directors. Okay, in case of government company, they will send it to government also. Okay, in case of C&AG appointment, in case of government company, it will go to C&AG also. So, company, see, I am cost auditor. I have given audit report with 4 qualifications. 4 negative remarks. It is the responsibility of board of directors to give information about these 4 comments to central government. So board of directors will write a letter to central government stating that, dear central government, approved authority will be there, some regional director or someone will be there. Dear approved authority, Pavan Kumar has conducted cost audit. This is the audit report. 4 qualifications are there. These are the explanations for the queries, for the audit qualifications. Then central government, if they want, might ask you to give additional information, or they may take any action as they may deem fit. This is the story of cost audit. With this, our company audit is over. So we have 2 more things pending. One is duties of the company auditor, that means reporting. Then CARO. Both these things we'll see in the next session. So with this, I can say the company audit revision is completely over.